Hello beautiful souls and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Ashley and welcome to the channel. So we're going to do just a quick energy viewing with white buffalo catwoman. So if you want to just go ahead and just breathe and just be in this moment. We come to you during an immense time of change. During these next few years, it's going to be imperative that you take care of yourselves. Guiding your families. Activating the crown now. Receiving your own messages. And show me a white daisy. Show me how important each and every one of you are to be here right now. How important it is to have your mind here, your energy here, your thoughts here, your wisdom here, your knowledge here. Like you at the Isana, each of you coming from all different kinds of places. Different planetary systems. All making your way back here. One for this big, huge, grand awakening. She's showing me how there's like a light. I guess it would be kind of like a halo. That's what it looks like. But it's got like light language up and around, like being activated up and around you right now. So it's very cool. It's like a light halo. Light language halo. Encoded. Which is probably what it was back then. It was probably a light ring, a galactic light ring that had all of these codes of information in it. That way you could connect better, showing me the energy that's coming down. It's almost like a downloaded, like it can be downloaded with new information like every day from your star brothers and sisters. Almost like a communication device actually. And as the codes are coming in and going down, I'm watching the light language and the codes coming in and going down and around. And as it's doing that, I'm seeing like the energy is almost like going into the brain, into the pineal gland and communicating. As it's communicating and computing, it's like going into the system. It's going into the cells of the system. These are those technologies that are going to be coming through for humanity. As it's coming down into the pineal gland, it's coming down into the cells. Okay, there's a light. Yeah, there's like a light coming down, connecting into the halo. But it's definitely a communication device. So look what the SNA. So let's see. Look what the is this for the physical body? Yes. Is this communicate with our star brothers and sisters? Yes. Look what the is this for the earth? Yes. We're all encoded beings. I don't know if anybody, I'm sure people talk about this all the time, but we are encoded beings, meaning we're coding, we're codes, we're mathematical equations, we're codes. I don't know how else to say it. I know it sounds weird, and I know it might sound bizarre and very cold, but it's actually not. So we're able to really shift and change very quickly. Activating codes. You are the one that is the master of your own life, your own body. And they're showing me like a code of interference. Coming with the most highest respect and honor. Excuse me, we'll do like the SNA. as these codes are coming in from your star brothers and sisters now, I'm feeling it right in the left side of my head. The right side of my head. They're showing me like star codes coming in. Cinema but the SNA Edugada Irikuma Ada, Cinema de Alakia Kuruma Ade, showing me the sunshine, the Lakia de SNA, the Erikuma Ade, Sene Erikuma Ade, Colaba de SNA, the SNA, Lakia, Lakinuma Ade, Sidabia, the SNA, but Diaraque, the SNA, Cinema Erikuma Ade, as these codes are coming in, Turqua de SNA, the SNA, Lakai, the SNA, Maya, the SNA. Cinema de SNA, Lakia, Laquay, the SNA, the Lakia, Lakinama Ade, Cinema de Erikanama Ade, coming in, Kabined. Ooh, feel that. Allow me to say name. Activating the DNA, but the Atlantia SNA Erikinama Ade remaining calm, but liquid SNA Etika the Erikinama Ade remaining peaceful, but liquid SNA. Cinemale, but the SNA Erikinama Ade, Sidabia the SNA, Tera the SNA. Cinema, the Estiname, they show me how many. I'm getting the word descend, but I think that you have ascended so that your higher self could become one with you. Allow the Isane, because they're showing me like many of you's higher selves. They're literally showing me how the soul sits up here as like a light body, and then like that soul kind of coming down. But I think it's because you've risen up, so I don't think I don't think the soul is going to descend, but I think you've risen up and ascended so that you can meet your higher self and become one. Dalakway the Isane. Cinemare but the Isane Erikinama intertwined. Dalakat the Isane Mata you and the universe as one. Dalakia the Isane. And I guess that's the main thing that like everything in this world kind of wants us to not be connected to. So it's important that you guard your mind, you guard your heart, you guard your body, you guard your soul, guard everything that you are. But I know it sounds weird, but it's like guard yourself, but remain in joy, remain in peace, remain in happiness, remain in joy and bliss, but also we always want to not be ignorant in regards to energies, because the war on the human soul is here, and I think it's always been here, but it's definitely more prevalent to us now because so many people have awakened, and then they can see how we've been targeted our whole lives, not even our lives, but many other lives as well. So, but the way to do it is to feel discernment in your heart, mind, body, and spirit. And there's a big storm out there. I could just feel the storm. I could feel the storm's energy is coming through. But yeah, it's like the only way that I always to tell people is just fly above like the eagle. Fly above the BS. Don't attune yourself to anything that is materialistic in this world that is coming at you. When the people get riled up, be at peace. When the people are eating and doing Thanksgiving and Christmas or eating all this food, fast. When people are consuming this and consuming that, withdraw. Do the exact opposite of what society is pushing you to do, and you're going to be just fine. Don't partake in unless you want to, of course. And I was really strong, had a strong energy about all of this when I first got on my path, a long time ago. And I was like, I'm not participating in any of that. And I didn't say, I'm not participating. I just didn't. And I didn't make a fuss about it. I didn't even care. I just withdrew my energy and withdrew myself from it. And even if I did show up for whatever dinner or whatever, I just withdrew my energy from partaking in whatever it was. And that's what you got to do. You don't need to make a fuss or think about something with your family and all that stuff. Just simply withdraw the energy. You don't need to give it any attention at all. We only want to give attention to the things that we want to see in our world evolve. And if you don't want to see this shit show continue, withdraw the energy from it. And if society would literally withdraw the energy from it, there would be none of this would be happening. It's literally all about the collective's energy and attention onto it that makes it get bigger. And so if we all band together and focus on over here rebuilding a better place for our children, for us, for our community, and for all the things, we would see a much better and easier world. And we already are. I mean, the masses have woken up, and I mean, so many red flags are just like up, and so many people are brave. Like, I cannot tell you how courageous, like, people are on speaking up on things that are not okay in this world. Like, the bravery to do that, the courage it takes to speak up, because you're not coming against just humans. Like, that's the scary part that I don't like. And I'm not scared of the spiritual world. I know what is behind the scenes, and I know what they're capable of, and I've seen what they can do energetically. So it's not somebody coming at you to beat, harm, or hurt you. It's these energies that are extremely, like, you got to be so strong in yourself. Like, you cannot waver in your beliefs. You cannot waver in your mind. You cannot waver in your thoughts. You have to be so strong in God and in what you represent. Otherwise, these energies will take you for a ride. Like, there's so much behind the scenes stuff that is happening that you guys would just, your minds would, it's a lot to know, it's a lot to take in, and it's a lot. And so for me, it's like when I see these people out here speaking up and being courageous and taking a stand for humanity, I just pray over them, each and every one of them, and each and every one of you, for being on this path, because you are a target. But that target and that energy that comes at you trying to stop you is the very energy that is also training you to be a master creator over your life. So you have to move through some of the darkest nights of your life and the darkest days of your life, but it's ultimately leading you to your greatest expanded self. And sure, days are going to be hard, days are going to be good, no matter how far and much you've expanded, because everybody around you, life is still lifing. And I've said this before, life is always lifing. So it's how you handle the situations. Let me just go ahead and look into the halo here. And also just want to speak that I think Les Brown says it, if there is no enemy within, there can be no enemy without. And that's like an old proverb as well, but that's what's coming up right now. So if you've worked through a lot of your hang-ups, darkness, traumas, and all that stuff, a lot of these things that will target you, they're able to target you and draw up this energy of, I'm being attacked, because it's what you need to heal and work on. So it's actually all in divine order and in divine timing and in the way that it's meant to happen. Because some of the things that I've experienced in the last few years, if this stuff would have happened to me back in 2010, when I was just waking up and coming off of my path of addiction and all this stuff, if this stuff would have started happening to me then, oh my gosh, I would have literally just like had to be on meds for the rest of my life, because I had to go through this whole training process from that time up until a few years ago for all this stuff to come up and to release, so it's all divine timing, it really is. So if you feel like you're being attacked or you've got spiritual warfare happening in your life, you have inner work to do. That's all it is. It's a red flag to get back home to God, to source the light, and then it's showing you where you need to do your inner work. And usually it's karma from another lifetime. Even the people that you think are spiritually attacking you, it's karma from another lifetime, usually. And it's stuff that needs to be looked at and addressed. And I can only speak from my own testament and what I've gone through, that when I cleared those past lives, that past life trauma with these specific people, the pain and all the stuff stopped. So it's like, duh, so to me, it's like no brainer of what this stuff is. Now, yeah, so just leave it like that. Just, we can get into that paranoid mind state of, I'm being attacked, they're trying to hurt me, they're trying to harm me, they're trying to do all this stuff. It's like, well, it's usually just karma trying to play out, and it needs to be rectified and looked at. And released on all parties. Thank you. It's really hard for, I want to make sure I'm always explaining that right. And because I think there is an uproar of paranoia in the communities now, with tarot, with all this stuff coming up. And it's like, just make sure that whatever you're consuming on a daily basis is of your greatest and highest good, because you can focus on some of this stuff and it can be projecting out this very dark energy. But if you switch it, you change the channel on what you're consuming to something that is of the light, something that's giving you a good message, something that's giving you, like a message of hope, a message of love, a message of peace, angelic, whatever you want to hear, you'll see your life start to change, because we can sit here and listen to some of this stuff all day long that is causing a lot of paranoia, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. But you switch the channel and you start listening to more uplifting music, uplifting messages and things of that nature, you're going to see your life change, because it's all about what you're consuming on a daily basis and what you're internally listening to. And even if you're not internally listening to it, like hanging on every word, even if it's just playing in your around you, subconsciously you're picking up on that stuff. So it's just going to be very important to keep your mind focused on the light right now. Because we can get into a pattern where we just want to hear it more and more. We can get addicted to the pain. We get addicted to the negativity. I've found in my path that it's much easier, especially in the beginning, it was so easy to focus on the dark, not dark, but the negative, the things bad and whatever. And I had to work really hard to train my mind to goodness, to seeing only the good in life. And yeah, there's bad too, but I don't have to focus on anything I don't want to focus on. And when I don't focus on all the bad shit, then guess what? It all ends up working itself out anyway, without my stress and energy in it. It literally all works itself out, just like I know it's working itself out now. Okay, they're finished. Thank you. Halayate isname, but the isana, where the isane, who had the isane, required the isane, but the isane, Rukurama Ade. We should open, expand the heart. The Lakidama Ade, we are finished. Okay, the Lakia that is Kidama Ade, code's going into the heart right now. Galai Likidama Ade, that be at the isane, Rukurama Ade. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to link down my Stand Store. It has a couple of courses, light language courses in there, one for love and one for transformation for all aspects of your body. You can connect into one-on-one healings there as well and sign up and schedule. Let's see, there's some supplements in there that will help your pineal gland, help your brain, that you can purchase and connect into. Let's see, and then I have definitely want to continue the retreats. I go in small groups because they are a big activation. So if you want to be up on that list, please email me and I will give you information as it comes up. Let's see, they are adventurous and very activating. So, and I encourage anybody that is connected to me to definitely get on that list, because it is very, very empowering to the mind, body, heart, and spirit, especially if you're done and you're tired of kind of just living this very, I don't want to say basic, but just this very life that is just like, I know there's something more out there for me. Definitely get on that list, because there is something more out there for you. And then, yeah. All right, sweethearts. Well, I love you all so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye.